What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lou, Wax Pack Poetic here. Wanted to give my final thoughts on the National. It was my first National, and also it was perfect. It was the first time I was ever in Chicago, a city I always wanted to go to. So it worked out. I kind of decided to go last minute, but I said, screw it. And I ended up going, and I'm glad I did. It was amazing. The city of Chicago is amazing. I got to see 2 more ballparks. I'm up to 16. I saw the Mets beat the White Sox. DeGrom pitched. And I saw the Cubs beat the Brewers at Wrigley, which was a phenomenal experience. But the National itself was awesome. It was a really, really great time. There are some things I have like kind of mixed feelings about, but it was amazing. First of all, as big and as vast as I prepared myself for this NSCC to be, it was even bigger than I could have ever imagined. And I don't even know how to explain that. Somebody had told me that it could be overwhelming. My buddy Mike, baseball collector, told me that that is an understatement, and he was not lying. It was indeed at times overwhelming, especially when I was looking for specific cards. And it's definitely not something that you can go one day and do. I was there Wednesday through Saturday, and then and I still feel like I didn't have enough time there. Now, I didn't spend all day every day there. I spent a few hours, and then I went to do some things around Chicago that I really wanted to see and do. Like I said, it was my first time there, a city I always wanted to visit. So that's the first thing. It was humongous, and it was just really, really cool. There were so many cards there, legendary cards, legendary types of autographed items that I would never have ever been able to get my hands on or even see in person. That was just cool. Like, to be at a booth, or where there are 5 1952 Manals for sale. It was mind blowing. It was almost a surreal feeling. Like that's a card that you just see on TV and in books and pictures and stuff like that, and actually see stuff like that. Babe Ruth cards, autographs. It just for somebody that appreciates collecting, and even if you've been out of it for a while and you go, it's just a really, really cool experience. It's almost like a museum. It really is. Like, there are things to do there. You can go there without even purchasing anything, and still see a bunch of cool stuff, do a few things. The stuff that SGC had at Tinkers, Evers, and Chance, game-worn jerseys. That was so cool. A Gem Mint 10 Jackie Robinson rookie. It was just, it's so, I'm at a loss for words even trying to explain it. It's, if you like baseball or sports in general, and you've ever collected sports cards, even if you're out of it right now, I say, if it comes around your area, definitely go. You can go one day and just look around and see some cool shit. So just that reason alone, I was very, very thankful that I went. The other thing, really, really positive, the people, man. Just the community, being part of the community and talking to people about cards, and you guys are all there, you're sports fans, and it's everybody was welcoming. It was great. The other YouTube content creators, meeting all those guys that I've watched, and now that I've started doing this myself, to have all those guys just accept me and talk to me and bring me in, Canadian cards, obviously baseball collector Mike, Eric, those back pages. She blinded me with refractors, which is the coolest fucking name of anything I've ever seen in my life. Pepino Man is probably the craziest dude I've ever seen in my life. Hilarious. Jimmy Guns, and I mean, I'm not even remembering everybody's name. Mike O, I got to meet Mike O. It was just really cool. That get together that they had Thursday night, I went, and it was just such a blast. That's where we did the pack openings, me and those back pages, and it was just, man, it was just fun. It was a real sense of community and generosity, like guys just giving stuff to other guys that they know that they like, and it was just fun. It really, really was just a bunch of guys and who were all spread out all over and get together and shoot the shit and talk baseball and cards and show off what we got and pickups. I made a faux pas because I did not bring what I had bought up to that point to the party, so I will definitely do that next year. And next year is in my neck of the woods, my home state of New Jersey, Atlantic City, so I'm going to try to be a bigger part of that and really help throw that party, maybe do some cool things. So that was amazing. That was a lot of fun, and it just instantly felt like I've known these guys for years. It really felt like a bunch of old friends getting together. That was great. I got a lot of awesome stuff, and I was able to pay good prices for it. One thing that kind of surprised me was that now I'm doing like a lot of these PSA cards, PSA graded, the set registry. I'm addicted to it. So I like a lot of my cards that I buy now are just PSA graded rather than graded on myself or whatever. But I was surprised at just how many people are not into that, and how many dealers don't sell them. I thought there'd be a lot more, especially the vintage stuff, because it's so easy to counterfeit. A lot more of the dealers would be selling PSA cards, PSA graded cards. They weren't. There was lots and lots of vintage stuff there that was not graded, and as much as some of those cards I really liked, I stayed away because I just did not want to pay the extra money to get it graded myself, or the hassle or the time, or even worrying about if a card is real. I'm not saying that anybody would purposely pass off a counterfeit, but maybe they picked up a counterfeit unsuspectingly. I've seen some of these reprints that are aged and stuff like that, and I can't tell just by looking, and I've been out of the game for a while, so even at a card show with everything going on, I'm not going to be able to tell, and I'm not trying to spend $100 on a card that ends up being a fake. But I talked to some dealers. I know a dealer who still has a card shop, and those guys are, for one reason or another, just against some of them, against the graded stuff, and it drives the prices up. The other thing is, I noticed that there was not very many lower graded items. Everything graded was high grade. I know everybody wants the high grades, but with some of the older stuff, I feel like I thought there would be more kind of collector grade grades, and I spoke about this in my other video when I was looking for my bench. That surprised me just how difficult it was to find that card in the grade that I wanted. But the other thing that I was kind of shocked at is just how high the prices were. at a lot of these tables, and just how unwilling to budge. Now, I didn't go to every dealer that I went to every single day, so maybe towards the end they're more willing to deal than earlier. I did have that with one guy that I bought a Frank Thomas Leaf rookie from. But man, there were some really, really good deals I got. I kind of had a hunt for them. There were some really, really overpriced cards, man. A lot. And that was kind of shocking. And that was kind of disappointing, because I know a few dealers that I talked to, and a couple that I know personally, have complained how the internet has ruined, you know, like card shops and everything else like that. And a couple guys, man, the particular I talk about on my video, Thurman Munson, 79 Thurman Munson card that I bought, that I overpaid for, because I wanted it right there. You know, some of these guys, I show a price on eBay and they just don't care. And to me, that, I'm not a dealer, you know, so maybe I'm wrong. If you're a dealer and you're watching this, you know, and I'm, you know, being a dick, just, you know, tell me where I'm wrong. But to me, if I was a dealer, my job is to sell these cards and, yeah, get as much money as I can. And I understand it also goes by what you pay for it, but I know that dealers do not pay very much for cards. So if I see somebody selling something on eBay, if somebody comes up to me, I have that card, I can give it to them right now. Like, you know, if it's, you know, like for example, the Munson card I was talking about, I bought that for $15. I could have got the card for $8 on eBay, same grade, and with $3 shipping, that's $11. Now this guy wanted 18. I talked him down to 15, and I wanted the card, so I agreed, but I was very close to walking away from that card over $4. Now to me, that's bad business. You know, somebody says that to me, I mean, and I say, you know, all right, well, you know what, there's $1 premium that you could take the card home now, so $12. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. This is, like I said, I've been out of buying cards. This is only the second show that I've been to this year, and actually this is only the second show I've been to in probably about 8-9 years. So I'm sorry, the third show. So I don't know, but that was a little disappointing. I thought that with so much competition there'd be a lot more value, and there was some, but I was surprised just how many guys were just overpriced and unwilling to budge and negotiate, and almost you know, especially anything graded, it was almost impossible to negotiate with the guys, and that disappointed me. And that would honestly, that would probably keep me from going to another national if I didn't like everything else about it and the whole experience. You know, like I'm gonna spend $140 on a VIP ticket to buy a bunch of cards that I could just sit at home and buy on eBay for a lot less. But it's the entire experience makes up for that. But that really, I don't know why that bothered me so bad. Maybe I was just being unrealistic with my expectations. But that's it. Overall, it was a great experience. And if you are collecting cards or have collected cards or just appreciate cards, it's definitely, I suggest you go to at least one. It's really, really a great time. And like I said, I went probably about 3 to 4 hours a day for 4 days. So between 12 and 16 hours total. And I still felt like that wasn't enough time. So that's my review of the National in Chicago. Now I have heard that the one in Cleveland feels a little more spread out and not so cramped and stuff. So I can't wait to go to Cleveland. I will be going to more. Next year is in Atlantic City, around my way. I 100% will be going to that. I'm already looking into hotels and stuff for that for next year. And overall, it was a great experience. Again, everybody, thank you so much for making my time there fun, for helping me with stupid questions. And again, guys, if you're dealers or you know dealers or you have like an inside information, please, if I'm wrong about what I was saying, tell me, explain it to me. If I was a dealer, I'd be doing like the Best Buy price match, how they match Amazon or whatever, but that's just me. So again, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out all my stuff that I got at National. This is my last National video. I also have, I'll be doing some more videos, vintage on a budget stuff. Check out my blog. I haven't posted in a little while. I'll definitely be posting this week. waxpackpoetic.wordpress.com. Also, if you like comedy and you like just guys shooting the shit, talking shit, check out my podcast, The Lou Capetta Show with Jeff Fenner, available everywhere podcasts are available, including Spotify and iHeartRadio. And thanks again, everybody. All right. Peace.